To our surprise, we put the meat down for Mum, but before we could let Mum through, the cubs just... There's another one moving in for a lick. 4 weeks of age, it's quite a good sign. They'll start growing even...
At 6 weeks old, the mum hits a critical age, and the cubs will soon be allowed outside. However, before that can happen, they need to be vaccinated and microchipped.
We've doubled in weight in 2 weeks.
I'm just going to place a microchip in. Yeah.
Bit of spray. Though I'm sure it's going to be a huge crowd puller, but from the animal point of view as well, it's going to be wonderful having a family of these running around outside. They really are looking like little lions now, aren't they? Look. Inquisitive, cheeky, full of beans.
The other 3 adults have had the reserve all to themselves, but that's about to change. Now they've had their vaccinations, the cubs will soon be joining them. But first, there's the issue of names to resolve.
We've named the little one Toto, because it's Swahili for... I don't know if we've already mentioned it to Bob yet.
I don't really worry too much about names.
Going outside is a big step that needs to be taken in small stages. Initially, Mum Marin and her cubs will be let into the nursery paddock, so if anything scares them, they know how to get back to the safety of their pen.
I didn't expect them to come running straight out. They're coming out very cautiously.
It's Casper coming out first, which he's a bit of a mummy's boy, so I'm not really too surprised. And then there's the little scruffy one. Laura's come out, do what they want to do when they want to do.
Mum's pretty steady though. She's just standing there having a long hard look and a sniff. It's been a long time inside. You would never know she'd reared 4 cubs though, would you?
You wouldn't, not looking at her. She looks amazing.
She's piled the pounds on, not lost them.
If she doesn't panic, they won't either.
Sniffing at everything. Everything looks different. Everything smells different. Doesn't know what it is. Fortunately, she's spitting it out again. It's not eating it.
One of the big girls just picked up a big chunk and is playing with it. Because they've never seen it before, it's a bit of a novelty for them, I think.
It's gone very well. You know, when they start panicking or running up fences or barging into things, you worry, but they've got Mum's temperament, I think. They're very laid back.
The main White Line Reserve covers 2 acres, a daunting area for small cubs. But after a week in the nursery paddock, they're ready for the biggest adventure of their lives so far.
Mum's gone out to check everything's safe, I think. She's going around the outside of the fence. But I think they'll get the hang of it. One's come out now. Funnily enough, it's the one that usually keeps well back. She's always the reticent one. When they're fully confident, we'll let the public in when we open. At the moment, no one has got any idea at all what we got here. They're having a good run round. Mum's doing her usual marvellous job, as if she's just getting more confident by the minute. It's been a long time since she's been out here, and she deserves it. They're having a drink now from one of the puddles. A bit startled at first when they first trod in it and didn't quite know doing it, but they're having a whale of a time.
After a few days getting used to the reserve by themselves, the cubs are ready to meet the rest of the pride. The first to be introduced to them is Dad.
Just hope
he could come out and just have a go at them straight away, and if he does, the size of him compared to the size of them, he could kill them. We don't really think he's going to, because he's a big soppy boy, but we've got to all be in here just to be on the safe side, just in case, so if anything does happen we can get in there immediately and split.
Come in, Meg. The hatch is up, he's on his way. Stand by.
Marin's going up to her now. She's been a bit flirty. We don't want her to come back into season. The last thing we want is for her to be mated again, but I think she's just missed a bit of adult company. And the cubs are a bit wary. But I'm very surprised that he's just walked past, and to be honest, he doesn't even look as if he's turned and seen them yet. 2 that look like they've plucked up a bit of courage to follow him, which is quite brave, really, considering they've not really met him before, and through a bit of...
I think fatherhood's come... It's a bit of a shame. bit of a slightly short temper, but I think that will improve the more he gets used to it. This is one of the reasons why we do this in easy stages. I want to play teas before we can leave them out totally unattended.
You can see these cubs aren't white anymore. She's washing them, trying her hardest to keep them clean, but with all the mud and how wet it is outside, they're rapidly turning a shade of brown.
A few weeks later, and Rolo is still chasing the cubs. All 8 white lions are now on the reserve together. The breeding programme is going so well that Natasha